Now this one is about the easiest quick win of all. Reduce the number of people in the planning process. This is Brett Knowles from PM Squared Consulting, and this short video outlines 5 quick wins which we've helped many organizations, including a number of significant power distribution companies, implement in their FP&A activities. So typically, an organization plans with the leadership team and the executive team involved. And when we analyzed this, we eventually came to the conclusion that the same plan could be produced with far fewer people. So for Acme Energy, they called this less is more. So they did 3 experiments with us. One is they did a plan using the executive team only. So that's the top 15 people in the organization. They did a second plan with the executive team and the leadership teams, about 30 people. And then finally, they did one with the executive team, the leadership team, and process experts from across the organization, in the hypothesis that maybe that more detailed knowledge would give us more accurate plans. Here's what we found, looked across 4 variables. First, if we take a look at the number of FTEs involved, the total FTEs over the planning period added up to 5 for the executive team only. For the executive and leadership teams combined, that was a total of about 15 FTEs. And for the executive, leadership, and process expert, it was marginally more, 20. If we take a look at the accuracy, and of course this is a chart where higher values are better, you can see that the accuracy in all 3 plans was virtually the same. And we measured accuracy, as we mentioned in an earlier video, taking a look at things like internal error rates, predictability, so forth. The actual error rates that we saw were about 10% in the executive only, about 20% in the executive and leadership, and about 35% in the process experts. So what that told us is not that the plan was less accurate, but because of the number of calculations and spreadsheets used, the error rate in the planning process increased exponentially. Then if we took a look at our principal goal, which was reducing the elapsed time, we found that with the executive team, we significantly reduced the time required down to a total of a 4-week cycle compared to almost an identical cycle to the original plan of 15 weeks for both the executive and leadership and the executive leadership and process experts. So all indicators here show us that having a smaller planning team involved delivered better results at obviously a much lower cost and much better agility. How do we do it? Well, it took about 1 week to train the executive team on their increased scope of responsibilities in the planning process, and then literally we launched it on the 2nd week. So this is a quick win that you can do pretty quickly with significant benefits in terms of cycle time and involvement of individuals.